This is a DTP M die, and today we're going to look at what's inside and what to look at if we have any problems. So we're going to start by removing these four 2.5mm Allen keys which hold on the front and rear cover. With the cover removed, we can see the parts of the tool, and they consist of the pressure bar with the deselection pins, the side frames left and right, and the tool with the pins. And a few things we should need to check. With a 4mm Allen key, we can check that the tools which hold the pressure bar to the racks are tight, 2 at each side. With a 5mm Allen key, we can check the screws that go through the side of the side frame and hold the tool in position. And then with a 3mm Allen key, we can check the screws which hold the strengthening bars which link the side frames together. And if you've gone this far with your tool, before you put it back together, you just give out the hoover and clean out any paper dust which can be collected in the slot or in front of the pressure bar or on the pressure bar, and then we can just add a small amount of grease to the channels, and as the tool punches, the grease will be distributed in the channel, protecting the wear. So this punch tool has a bent pressure bar, and there's two ways they can bend, and there's things we can look at to indicate whether your pressure bar is bent. So making sure that the pressure bar is fully back, if we lay the tool down and we look at the gap between the front of the pressure bar and this part of the tool which holds the pin, if we compare this end to this end, we can see that this end is further back, and that happens when you have a bend in the pressure bar. The central pins catch on their stops, and then the pressure bar will seesaw as each end can't get to its fully back position. So you will see it will be nearer at one end than it is at the other. The other bend that we can have with the pressure bar is down the back. So with here we can look between the top of the pressure bar and the underside of this round bar. Now different tools will have a different gap here, but as we travel along we will see that the gap gets smaller in the middle and bigger at the ends. So this pressure bar is also bent in this direction. So these two tools have cracked pressure bars, and the cracks occur in two places. You get one in the weld along the back, which you can see there, and on this tool it's cracked along the screw mounting point. And this tool has side frame wear. So if we look at the side frame, you might be able to see a little lip here, and the top of this groove, what the rack runs in, is worn, and if we grab hold of the top and bottom of the pressure bar with our fingers, we can actually lift the punch tool, the pressure bar, in the side frame, and we can actually do this at both ends. So this tool has damage to the slot where you put in the paper, which has been caused by a pin. So you can see just here the slot gets narrower where the pin that was here has damaged the tool. And if we tip it up, you may be able to see that the square hole is bigger than the one next to it. This has been damaged by the punching pin. So these next two tools have damage to deselection pins. So on this first one, you'll be able to see pretty clearly that this fourth pin, the deselection pin, is bent. And on this other one, it's not as easy to see, but the first one next to the thumb cut is damaged, and you can also tell that this deselection pin will not pull fully up like the one next to it will, and the one next to it, and because of the damage on the end of the pin, this one will not lift. Also, with deselection pins, you can have pins that will pop up under punching load, and this kind of damage is something that you will see that it slowly works up as it punches, because the front edge is at an angle and not straight up like the one next to it.